I don't know.
Where are we at, bro?
What have we resorted to?
Oh, wow. Brad's camera just got gigantic all of a sudden. Let me fix that real quick. Whoop.
So, Brad became normal sized.
He's making fun of you because you're tiny.
I don't like that. That's
Because you're
talk.
smaug.
Hurtful
Smaug.
talk. We got Liz. We got shit to talk about. We've got Daniel, who we waited 2 hours for, and he told us he is definitely not that drunk.
I'm not. I'm fine. I'm good, man.
Yep.
I mean, it was worse 2 hours ago, of course.
It was, of course, it was worth 2 hours. I would wait for you longer, my friend.
We did wait.
It was a fantastic
His
experience.
original option for us was, I'm just gonna go live in the bar.
I mean, we're suffering a little bit with daylight saving.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So we're only like 1 hour behind normally, given the fact that Daniel didn't have his clock change yet. His clock changes in a week or two, and ours already
Sunday.
changed.
Next Sunday. So
There you go.
the 29th or whatever it is.
And then we're back to normal times in Sweden as well.
Yeah.
But it's all good, man. How are you guys doing?
Which means I can adapt my drunkenness to actually.
The Spider-Man 3. Ooh, those are hurtful words right
I
there.
like Daniel.
The Spider-Man 3 of 540K podcast. That is. Whew.
Wow, we get that high? That's awesome.
We got. I love that you just said that it was that high. I'm like,
Which one of us is the emo Peter Parker? Is that like Brad on Tuesdays?
I cannot do
Emo Peter
Spider-Man
Parker?
3.
Why?
No.
Why can't you?
Finger guns.
It's awesome. I love Spider-Man 3.
I have to be Sunshine Peter Parker, man.
Dude, Spider-Man 3 is a major movie, multi-million-dollar movie. So I don't know how much it cost.
Also
Probably
the worst
more
Spider-Man.
multi-million dollars
Not even close.
than it made. Is it really the worst Spider-Man though?
Oh, hands down.
I don't know. That interim guy kind of
Which
sucked a lot.
Spider-Man are we talking about?
The guy in
Spider-Man
between
3, dude.
the guy in between Tobey Maguire and the guy in
Are
between
we
Tobey
talking
Maguire
about
and
when
the latest guy.
Spider-Man is getting the black suit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, Jazz Hand Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
all right. Okay,
They
I
had
concur.
5 fucking
concur.
villains in
I
it. They
concur.
were all
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I don't know the guy in between who got replaced right away by Tom. That I never liked him as Spider-Man. I don't know what else he's in. What else is that guy in?
He cries a lot.
He's also in
He's,
Spider-Man 2.
Wait, they made a Spider-Man 2 for
Robin's
him?
back in the game.
Does he have a Spider-Man 2?
Yeah,
That other guy, the middle guy, the guy in the middle?
yeah, he had 2 movies.
Jesus, they gave him 2 movies too. Wow, Fox is just throwing these out there.
Yeah,
I watched
about 3 movies, right?
I watched Zack Snyder's cut of Justice
So
League
did I.
on
6 billion times better.
on like super fast forward. But yeah, I
Oh.
basically watched any scene that wasn't in the first one, and it was better.
Significantly. I mean,
Yeah.
it couldn't be worse. So,
Yeah, but it was way too long. I don't know why they don't just embrace the idea of
So
like
guys, what's
building it
the
up
topic
across
for today?
multiple movies.
we're going to talk about some lists, and we're going to talk about the meta, and we're probably going to talk about movies because now we're getting all into it.
Yeah, man, Spider-Man 3 now. I'm into it now.
So, okay, we'll start with movies. I have a hard one. Brad,
Hit me.
3 movies you will bring to a deserted island. Yeah, only have 3 choices.
Yeah, I'm already
That's
in.
easy.
Usual Suspects, Blade Runner, the original, and Garden State. Done. Click. I'm already out.
All right. Really? You
Yeah, it's my
wouldn't
3.
bring one porno? Really?
You wouldn't bring one porno?
I think you're lying to me, my friend.
Who am I on the island with?
It's deserted.
It's deserted. So I'm by myself. So then why do I care about movies? I don't know.
You need entertainment.
I would bring Castaway to figure out how to get off the island. That would be pretty.
That's a horrible tutorial, man.
I don't know, man. Seems like a good movie, bro. He got off, with Wilson.
Horrible tutorial. You should bring something with Stephen Irving instead, like chasing crocodiles.
But those aren't movies. Those are like episodes. You said movie, so movie Castaway. It's probably the best movie. I can befriend a
I
ball.
hear what you're saying is a bad choice though, but it's fine. I understand what you're trying to do. it's better than bad. He didn't bring a porno to his fucking island.
Yeah, we
He's
all.
alone. I mean, come on.
I mean, he's gotta. You gotta figure that out, Brad. I don't know, man. Gotta make sure you bring that porno with you. You know, honestly though, Daniel, maybe you're
semi-good movie and no porno.
Maybe you're.
He could have did a better pick on the second one, third one actually.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of porno either, just because my head wasn't there for the podcast today. I was thinking more like, I don't know, Gladiator, Shawshank Redemption, and Braveheart. But now
movies.
But now when I look back on it, I mean, none of those are even close to a porno. It's probably more like just straight like men doing men things. So maybe I screwed up too.
There for a long fucking time.
You could do like years. Yeah, I mean, you could literally do the porn version of all those. You got Terms of Endearment, Pulp Friction. You could be on just all kinds of stuff.
I actually don't know the name of any movie. Doesn't everyone just use the free website for all that kind of stuff? So
it's like, I want to bring Gladiator. No, I want to bring Braveheart, Usual Suspects, and Pornhub. Is that fine?
No, Pornhub isn't a movie. That's the website I was talking about, by the way.
I love the fact that Daniel's deserted island has Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
For sure. How the fuck do you watch movies otherwise?
So anyways, that was an interesting segue on the podcast today. that was unplanned for. I must say, we don't do a lot of planning on this channel, but sometimes it all just works. And I felt like that was one of those where it just kind of worked. For those who were wondering, Everclear is in Daniel's water bottle. Just FYI, in case you were curious. So
and MD,
just straight drops of AMD with Everclear.
Trying to keep it clean.
Yeah, just stay in class.
Saving Ryan's privates, exactly. All of the things.
Saving Ryan's privates. I don't even know. Like, I'm not positive on how to transition from this. So I'll say that the next time we're all at LVO, there's usually a porn awards ceremony during the time we're there. So we should all go there and check it out. We should get some seats. Yeah. And then at LVO, we can go play 40K. And one of the army lists that we would play, and look at that transition right there. Boom. One of the army lists we could play is what, Brad? Give us a list.
I got a Sisters list sitting in front of me. Sisters and AdMech. AdMech Outrider, Mars Forge World. We got Daedalus, 10 of the...
Oh, this is Tyler Cooley's list. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. 2x9 Raiders with data tethers. Sister Spearhead of the Ebon Chalice. I already don't like it. Canoness and Inferno Blade, another Canoness, 2x5 Sisters with Simulacrums, Inferno Pistol Multi-Malta, 2x5 Seraphim with Inferno Pistols, and then you've got Mortifiers, 443. Then you've got 2x5 Retributors and a unit of Penitent Engines. This is an aggressive ass list.
What was the AdMech part?
2x9 Raiders and a unit of Skystalkers.
Cerberus Raiders.
Yep.
Nice.
I would probably.
It's an awesome list, man.
Yeah, any list that has Raiders in it, Daniel's stamp of approval.
Yeah, I already looked at it.
Mortifier,
but yeah, it's good.
Like melt up packing and everywhere. It's a good list. Interesting. It's not the best choices for the sisters, I think. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of better choices.
The problem with those is...
But I can see that working.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very aggressive, very up-on-you type of deal, and it has the things. It's just... We talked about this a while back when we were looking over some sisters list, in that when you go all in on like things like Penitent Engines and Mortifiers, like, other people do those equally as well with other type of things. What people don't do as well as sisters is trading up, you know what I mean? Like having so many threats that people can't deal with it, and the miracle dice and shit.
That's sort of what I'm feeling with this is you got a lot of stuff with like fusion pistols everywhere, and like you got all the threats going on anyway, and with the horses just fucking giving you a turn or two, pushing that stuff up. It sounds interesting. It's probably a really good list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if it takes the best units, but I think it is different. So I agree with that part for sure. I think that the horses are really good.
That's also
You could run over some
sort
people
of
with that.
like a reason to say that it might be the best list, I think. Because if you only expect the given stuff, if someone plays stuff that isn't 100% given really well, it's better than all the given stuff because you knew the given stuff, when you meet them. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, no,
think
to translate
that's why
to
I got super excited with fucking the night list
I love Brad's
a
face
few
right
weeks
now.
ago that had like 12 different nights going on with horses and stuff because it has a different gameplay, it has a different feel to it. It's like an idea behind how you constructed the list,
For
which
sure.
gives
Add
uh,
something.
Yeah,
it
I just think the
adds.
mortifiers and the penitent engines though are doubling down on
The same
things
thing.
that the rest of the army necessarily doesn't find threat, right? So like if you bring the right weaponry if you bring like balanced weaponry and you play against this army, you have a little bit to kill these things, a little bit to kill those things. And even though I know what you're saying, Daniel, it's different. So by essence, by being different, people aren't going to necessarily be prepared for it. I think the way it's different though is it's taking a balanced army in some ways. It's taking a bunch of infantry and horses and light stuff that like heavy output kills, and then it's taking these vehicles that like heavy damage kills. And most armies are coming to tournaments with both some amount of heavy ammo and some amount of heavy damage. Now, if you were to overwhelm one, I feel like that's probably a smarter overall move.
I agree with you.
Yeah, you're kind of going into it.
And also on the horse side, I think 3x5 is a lot better than 2x9.
100%. 3x5 on the horses is the way you play it.
3x5 covers more board than 2x9 because you have the 2 inches issue between all the models.
Yeah.
So 3x5 is less models, less points spent into it than 2x9. But you still get a better coverage on the move block.
And he's taking an outrider, right? Right, Brad?
We're aiming for anyway. So.
Yeah. So he could fit a third unit in there. He's taking an outrider detachment, so there's no reason not to do it. So I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. But still, whoever is playing this, it sounds like a super fun list. I think you have a lot of punch, a lot of opportunities in the list. Just fucking master it. It's a good list.
Yeah, if you play it smart, this list has all of the right stuff. It has movement shenanigans. It has the ability to block your opponent from getting on objectives. It's got the ability
with all the fusions everywhere.
Yeah, it's got the hidden fusions in the list, hidden close combat in the list, right? Which is really good. The mortifiers kill horde, so if the meta shifts towards a horde, you can take out horde. You have plenty of attacks. I just think the
hordes can't fly, so you have the horses to push them back.
Yeah, I just think that like the one problem you have is that most players come to the tournament right now. The lists I've been seeing in 9th edition are predominantly like balanced, like overall. Like I have my Plasma Scepter units, I have my Melta units, I have my Infiltrator units, my Intercessor units. I have weaponry to kill things in all these different things. I don't have an overwhelming amount of weaponry in either of the aspects. And then if you bring an army that has a little of everything.
To win tournaments now, you need this guy.
He's so drunk. Oh my God, I love this guy. Oh, your avatar is smashed.
The avatar.
Hat off, Sean Nayden. Fucking crazy ass crap list. I fucking love that list.
Crazy ass crap list.
I love Sean Nayden more and more.
Let me give our next.
It was a fantastic flex. Go ahead, Brad.
Trajan, Eisenhorn. Ooh, weird flex on Eisenhorn.
Eisenhorn. That's cool.
Yeah, Vexilla Magnifica with -1, 3 Alaris with spears, 7 Alaris with axes, 2x5 maidens, 10 maidens, 5 bikes, all with salvo launchers, the palace, and a rhino. I think this needs a little bit more direction. And you can do I do love the strat off the Vexilla Magnifica for basically striking the Alaris Terminators like 3 inches away from shit and just auto charging. It's just so smashy. I'd like to see.
I'm opting out. To be honest, there's 3 codices I don't know. This is one of them.
I would rather see some Guardians in to take the board. I've played around with the Maidens. I just don't like them that much. You can just take the Guardians with their 3-up invuln and just take the board a little bit better.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that too. Yeah, definitely. Just more resilience from them.
And I'd like to see a bike commander. I mean, the 5 bikes is nice, but like 5 bikes of the shield captain are just, it's nice because you just have more, just more. I don't really know what he's doing with Eisenhorn, to tell you the truth.
I don't even know Eisenhorn's stats.
Ability is to get another guy.
He's okay.
I don't even know Eisenhorn's stats. Brad, can you educate me on that model? I honestly don't even know about Eisenhorn. I'm gonna look him up.
You need to know about the old Eisenhorn master.
I need to know about this dude, man. Like right away. Like
He
you
doesn't
guys
have anything really cool. He can get another.
You guys both reacted to him as if he's like a big deal. I've never heard of him before.
He's the coolest storyline guy.
It's the only fluff I've read.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't know anything about him. What does he do? What's his fluff?
He's got a 6-up field. He goes around with a bunch of. He's a demonic inquisitor guy. He rolls around.
Oh, that's why I don't know about him. Okay.
He just rolls around with demon hosts and shit like that.
Okay.
He's got 2 casts, 2 denies, and he's
that's good.
Got some. He's
is he super? Is he super expensive?
No, he's only 85 points. I mean, he's there. But if I was gonna,
he gets a free demon host, which is a pimped demon host.
If I was gonna take an inquisitor, I would take Hector Rex.
Very, very cheap. It makes him like 50 points or something. But
I mean, if I was gonna dig deep down, if you just want some psychics in your
hey, Coteus is better.
Yeah, Coteus is better, but like the Hector Rex is 100 points. He's got two casts, 2 denies, and he's got a 2-up, 4-up. He's got a 2+ save with a 4-up invuln. You know what I mean? Plus he's got
Coteus is 95 points. He can pimp one really important strat, so you can do it.
True. I mean, both of them are, I think, a little bit better. They would
a
do
lot better than the other guy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then the Hector Rex has a 1-up, 4-up because he's got his Sanctity Shield's a Storm Shield, and he's got a 5-up Feel No Pain. So it's just, I mean, if I was going to take an Inquisitor, I would probably take one of those 2 just for more value. Yeah. Because the 2/2. Yeah. But I would like to
get a for free pimped up Demonos though.
He does own a demon.
It
is a little. It's a little just all over. Yeah, I would take a little bit more. I just haven't been. I didn't like the Maidens very much. I tried to test them out and stuff like that. I would rather just have Guardians with a 3-up invuln.
Yeah. Why does your avatar look like you put it in acid?
What?
Like it just doesn't look good. Like what's the green part on it?
I found this in my bitbox.
Oh, okay.
I'm super happy about it.
So you just glued it back together? Like it was just in pieces? Okay, that makes more sense. And you probably like puked on half of it and then you like found it and put it back.
But it's been like painted by someone before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was confused by the green. Are you just gonna prime it and repaint it like your space colors? Yeah. You should make the cloak. You should make the cloak like your space colors. Show one of your vehicles actually. They look really good. I like them. They're really solid. Much better than your hat.
Star sky.
Yeah, thank you also for not standing up.
Hold on a minute.
Daniel's not wearing any pants. He's not actually. He got up before we went live. Yeah, I like it. No, I see it. It looks nice.
Like the white is too.
The white is a little too much on that one. The one you showed me before had less white.
No, but it isn't too much.
In real life. In real life, yeah.
Of the light
I got you.
Is too much.
I got you. No, it looks nice, Daniel. I'm really excited. You've been crushing it, dude.
Because it's super easy to paint, and it is effectful.
Yeah.
Which is all I'm looking for at the table, right?
Yeah.
It looks good, and everyone's gonna be happy to play against it, and I can paint it really fast.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Daniel has made a commitment that he's not going to buy any models until he builds and paints all the models he already has.
And he has all of them.
Yeah, it's sort of true. I actually bought 15 horses.
You liar.
15 Harlequin bikes.
15 good men.
I'm like holding back on my investment before I build.
All right,
and
don't chuck the land speeder at the wall. The wave serpent. My bad.
Wait, Serpent. What's up? What's up? All right, I got a list for you guys. I really like this one. Ed put this one up in the in my post. So it's a dual detachment. We've got disciplined shooter spotter details with some IG. We got 2 company commanders, 2 infantry squads, a scion squad, 1, 2, 3 command squads with 4 plasma apiece, 3 special weapon squads with 3 plasma apiece, 2 double payload manicores, and then we've got some space wolves. Primaris Librarian with Murderous Hurricane and Stormcaller, so we can get the bonus, the -1 to hit, the be in cover, fight last. 3 Redemptor Dreadnoughts, not fucking around with the plasma, the rocket pod, everything. Then 3 Wolfen Dreadnoughts with the Blizz Shield and the Great Wolf Claw.
This is like all the dreadnoughts? This is like all
Dude,
the
it's
dreadnoughts.
6 dreadnoughts rushing at you while you're getting Pound Town and a billion plasma. I love everything about this.
Yeah,
This seems very fun.
that seems cool. I like that list.
You got the Storm doing nonsense stuff, taking, getting you some engage and shit. You're walking up. The Redemptors are putting down a nice line of, a bunch of fire. Plus, they're pretty good in hand-to-hand, of course, with the 3 plus D3 weapon. I love the Wolf and Dreadnoughts, to tell you the truth, just because they have a 4-up invul. The Blitz Shield's insane.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got the Manicores dropping. The fact that you can literally put almost everything.
1 or 2 full.
Two full payload Manicores.
How do you get 2 full payload, by the way? Can't you only take 1 upgrade? Each upgrade's unique?
The first one is a stratagem. The other one is a
Tank ace. Isn't it?
what is this called? Warlord.
Warlord trait.
Yeah.
Warlord trait.
You get 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And they do the same thing? They're both like full shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yep.
So, but
One is upgrade, and the other one is
literally put 4 of these plasma squads in reserve for 1 CP because they're only 2.
Yeah, they're real cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, they're only 2 power level piece.
Yep.
I
you
thought
put all of
you
them
can
for fucking
get
2.
6 of them in there, but yeah.
But does this list lose too much though before the game really gets going?
Does he have the rapid fire on 18 inches upgrade?
Yeah, it's got that's disciplined shooters, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he can come in and rapid fire hard. I like this. I mean, I don't know if it needs to have a little more chaff because everything is good. You know what I mean in here? Like if you lose anything, it's a little bit hurtful. On an open board, it would be a little bit broken, but you have a lot of T7 shit, and a lot of it has.
I actually think it's better that list is better on an open board than on closed board.
You think so? Because you can hide everything and you can literally.
No, the Dreadnoughts need to work.
Exactly. It's everybody knows that every Imperial Guard list automatically populates with 2 full payload Manicores.
What's the
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's where you start with Astra, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
last week Daniel goes, I don't really
mean,
like the Manicores. They don't have a lot
very
of damage output.
viable, ally to anything. It's super good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of firepower in this list. If you were very teched against hard targets, you could take some serious losses in the beginning. But man, this has a super amount of firepower. I would definitely reserve most of these plasma just because I don't want them getting picked off because they're still.
I think
cards.
all of them should come from reserve.
Hey, you're only looking at
rapid fire on 18 inches. Everyone should come in from reserve.
It's literally only 2 CP. You know what I mean?
That
literally
is so
for every
good.
single one of them. It's 2 CP.
I actually thought it was 1 CP, but yeah, even on 2 CP, it's good.
6, yeah. It's 12 power level.
So he's got the Manicores.
Really good.
What do those dreadnoughts shoot again? Sorry, Brad. What do the dreadnoughts shoot on that list?
The shooty ones shoots all the shots.
Yeah.
The other ones, I'm a little bit.
Wolfens just punch you.
Yeah, Wolfens have to close the distance, right?
I'm not sure they're good enough. I mean, they're
They're gonna put.
130,
He's trying to basically push up.
140 point each.
They're super cheap. They're 125 points.
Yeah, I still think they're better as Blade the Guard veterans, to be honest.
You don't even get as many. These have a 4-up invul and they're T7. They're re-rolling charges and they're basically re-rolling all the big ones.
And they're like the most fun. And they're like the most fun in the army.
They're super fun.
They're the most fun in the whole army.
Walking through ruins, They're harder to hide.
Yeah, those are all the issues
I
that
don't
I
know.
had too. Same thing.
I like the list a lot. I love the plasma guys. I've been looking at them for a long time. I think they're super cool, and they also play the mission. Maybe you should calm down a little bit on the plasma and just put like flamers or guys to play missions like engage, banners, scramblers. I think you'll enjoy like Armor of the Rust and Blade Guard veterans than the offensive Dreadnoughts. But that said, I'm loving the list, and I'm sure it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
I think the Space Wolf Dreadnoughts are like the most fun of the whole army, but I do agree with Daniel.
Yeah.
They're a little difficult
Yeah.
to like play on a table with
I don't
terrain.
know. Yeah, yes and no. I mean, he needs something to push. You know what I mean? To get into stuff, to grab things. And they're annoying, and he has a lot of things that require hard target removal. So what do you know what I mean? What are you trying to do first, kind of thing? They're also really annoying just because they have that 4-up invuln. And so you don't want to dedicate your hard target removal because what happens if you shoot a couple of eradicators and then they just high roll your 4-ups? You know what I mean?
He didn't have any eradicators, or you mean if
Somebody against him? I'm saying like your opponent basically shoots his removal. The removal is going to go towards other things. You know what I mean? Just like the other redemptors and stuff. And the Wolf and Dreadnoughts get in a lot because of the fact that why you don't want to take the chance.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Of him high rolling it.
That's a good point.
I'm loving the list. I think it's a really solid list, and as I said last time we had a pod, Henrik won our Liga.
Yeah, he
which
won the
is
league with
super competitive with like a solo dread list. and
You have
he
to
worked
send me,
super well.
Daniel.
He
Do you have like a
worked
write up
really
of your
good,
league?
and he played it super fine. So I'm saying it's probably really good.
Daniel, do you have
What
like a write
I
up
would
of your
do
league?
Is some changes. It doesn't mean
Still doing
that's the right
changes.
thing to do, but I am really enjoying the list, and I think it's a super cool list. And what I think is really fun in ninth is that fucking funky shit works.
He
So
doesn't.
keep
I forgot that
rolling-
he does have
rolling on it, you know.
on the Libby. He's got Rights of War also. So he literally has a big bubble of OPSEC on these guys too. So
Yeah.
they can be very aggressive.
Yeah.
He's going to use Murderous Hurricane for fighting last. He's going to use Stormcaller to put himself in cover. And then
Yeah, and I like it's a lot of armor
Yeah.
too. A lot of armor is good
But,
because opponents will have a
you
hard time
to
killing
agree
it
with
fast.
This, Brad. He wants to play scramblers, banners, engage. And now he has a ton of plasma guys that is gonna do that for him, right? So he could scale off some points, put in some servitors or whatever, just to like have
just to do some
cheaper
secondary
units to do
more.
stuff.
I get you on that
Yeah.
because you really don't want to do an action.
You don't want to do it with like
You want
four
to shoot some plasma.
commanders with plasma, right? So you can scale off a little bit of points and make it more efficient.
I don't even play scramblers because I'm not a vagina. So
Sorry,
just FYI.
anything you can't score 15 on, Alan doesn't take
Yeah.
as a secondary.
Pussy.
But Alan also have like 8 games in ninth, so we don't have
8
to-
perfect games in ninth.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd
Yeah,
smash
max
you
score.
any day of the week.
I mean,
No, your
I
league though.
know, I think you have a good game sense, but you have to play more games than my youngest brother
No, I don't.
before
I'll be
I
fine.
listen to your tactics.
Your league. Do you have a write up of your league, Daniel, that we can make accessible to everyone? Like, is there like a piece of paper that explains how your league works?
Yeah, we have a official league rule.
Yeah, I'd love that. Can you share that with me on our thing? I'll make it
Yeah.
available to everyone. I want to start a Chicago league because I'm getting jealous of you having a league. I want a league so I can tell you that, XYZ person won our league, which is extremely competitive, way more competitive than Sweden because Swedish people suck at 40K. Like, I want to say that, but I don't have a league yet. So I need to get a league from your league and then make fun of your league.
The only one in America that can say that is Brad, because he's the only one that has a. Okay. There's
Okay.
a lot more people than Brad that has a positive statistics against Swedes, but he actually has a real positive statistics because Brad has never lost to me.
Yep.
And we've played 3 games.
Brad and I have something in common.
It
I've
hurts
also
my
never
fucking
lost to you.
heart.
I've
It hurts
also
my heart, man.
I've also never lost to you, Daniel.
Hurts my heart. go to bed because I've never lost him.
Hey man, don't take it out on the brown magic.
Hey, man, he's just guessing. Pay me instead. I've never lost.
Come on, man. Don't attack the Tom Brady of 40K.
Hey, Brad.
Take it easy.
He beats me all the time. I remember our first game. It was my first Adepticon ever. First game at Adepticon. I didn't know who you were. I had no clue. And it's like, Space Wolves, I played this a lot. I know how to play this. And it's like, cool. And then my friend said, like, he's really good. Like, how good could he be? I know.
You're like, how good could he be? Look how not tall he is.
No, don't feel bad though, Daniel. When you played him at Adepticon, nobody knew who he was because nobody knows who he is now either. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
And also, to be clear, the only reason he beat me is because he shot 5 missile launchers. He hit all of them, wounded all of them, and it was against sanguinary guards.
Look, you only
And
rolled
I
4
rolled
ones.
Yahtzee. It was 5 sanguinary guards.
Sorry. Yeah, you
And what's the name of the sanguinary guard boss?
Sucks to suck, brother.
Yeah. So it was 6 guys. The only way they could die if I rolled 6 once, and I just did that. And then I was like, hey, Brad, nice to get to know you. I got fucked in the ass.
He ruined my strategy. I didn't know what to do after that.
Brad was like, I had a backup plan for how to kill them. I guess I don't need that anymore.
I'm sure you would have won anyway.
I'll shoot over here.
That was just like, okay.
Chester, we have any other lists before Daniel goes on another drunken montage?
No one said give anything to
Okay, good. Daniel, continue. Oh, I was going to ask you, Daniel.
I found this in my bits box. I'm happy about it.
You told me 8 times now.
The only Forge World model I own.
Let's talk about Deathcore Creek, Daniel.
Yeah. What do you want to?
Let's talk about a list. So you taking the horsies, right? 3 squads of horses for fast attack. Or are you taking?
I think if you're playing Astra alone, you should take 4 units of 5 horses.
Okay, you can do that, yeah.
Because you can't ride away. You don't have that strategy.
No.
And the idea with the horses is just to push
turn 2,
back.
turn 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
And
then you're taking engineers, 3 squads of engineers.
Yeah.
We're putting them in chimeras.
Then you have like a ton of fucking indirect shooting, which is really interesting.
Are we putting them in the chimeras though?
And,
time out. Engineers, are they in chimeras?
Indirect demolisher cannons are super good.
He's in his own world right now. I need to know if these engineers are in chimeras or not.
I need to know.
I think the engineers should be in chimeras.
Agreed.
Because, since the secondary bring it down is not that important, I think you should probably push up like 10, 12 points in hardware in this list. Because it's going to force people to think it's a good idea, but then you have like 2 manticores that is 4 points and some other stuff you're guarding. So it's actually more like 7 points.
And then what indirect are you thinking for the list? Other than the payload manticores.
2 times 2 quad guns.
Okay.
They're super good. And a 3 unit of demolisher cannons, indirect, 36 inches.
Okay. And then what HQs are you taking? Are you taking the horsey commanders to go with the horses, or no? Screw that.
Maybe one horsey commander. I mean, I'm always falling back on the anchor of 30 to 60 conscripts with Koteas and a spell guy.
Yeah,
know.
and a primary psyker.
Primary psyker and maybe like a small unit of the other psyker, so you can get the psychic bonus of +2 to throw, and an extra spell on both of them. It sounds really good.
So you have that. Go ahead, Brad.
The thing is, I think Astrid is actually a really good codex now, with Forge World allowed in WTC, and with the changes to the secondaries. I think it's a second tier codex. It's not a third tier codex anymore.
Played well. Could it be a top tier codex? Played well.
No.
Really? You don't think that guard plus like custodes or sisters is top tier?
Yeah. I think guard plus admech or custodes or something else could be top tier, but guards alone is a secondary codex.
I agree on that. They need us.
What would you say? So what's the best? What's the best?
Like
what's the best ally?
The double manticores, super good. Like the double tier manticores is like almost as much auto include as horses are for me in any imperial list, you know. So now we're talking about like a threesome of holiness.
Well, what's the best? What's the best threesome you'd make? So is it Imperial Guard plus Admech plus Custodes, or is it Imperial Guard plus White Scars plus Custodes? What is it?
I think Custodes are too expensive. It's probably, I don't know. I haven't been thinking about it because I'm in WTC mode, so I'm not gonna play this anyway. But I think the third list needs to not want that much CP, and it has to contribute. So I'm not sure, but it's probably Space Marine somehow. Raven Guard, White Scars,
Blood Angels,
Ravenwing, Deathwing. I'm not sure, but it's in this area of units.
I would agree.
Tell me about the rubrics.
Tell me about what?
Rubrics.
What about rubrics?
Rubrics Marines.
Carmona won fucking.
Loving them.
He wants to know about the rubrics. Tell Brad about the rubrics.
I don't know anything about rubrics.
Super funny to play against. You can pimp their fucking saves, so they're 2 up, 3 up, invo. Loving them. Shooting like hell. You can deploy them offensively, pre-move them. It's one of my favorite units. They're really strong. They're probably like 2 or 3 points too expensive.
Carmona just said that you're a lying sack of shit.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know anything about rubrics. Got no clue. I don't know anything about that codex. You know, I gotta reread that one. That's, you know what, I'm gonna opt out of this one, guys. This is one of the codexes I don't know that well.
Tell Carmona I found his Sanch army at Subways.
It was inside of a meatball sandwich. It was inside of it.
You got a foot long in his H army.
That's funny, man.
We have went down some different paths.
I actually like those guys. I think they're super cool with the cult where they can redeploy and do stuff.
I think that's huge.
Yeah, I actually think they're pumping out a significant amount of shots. I think they're cool actually. And they're
once they get 2 wounds,
I mean, if they get 2 wounds, they're gonna be crazy.
Yeah, they get the 2.
Cray, you know, it's gonna be fucking the best.
Duplicity indeed. Move guys all over the place.
Duplicity, exactly. Super good. If they get an extra wound, it's gonna be crazy. They're super good, man. So I actually think the list we were trying to play before 9th is actually still
the one where
I actually think
where Alan was going to move all our models for us, and instead of using the actual models, which he literally
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He made us play Proxy K.
We both got really tired about it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So if you want to move that, we can.
The best is still.
I don't want to touch that model.
The best is still when you were doing that, and you're like, "Look, it's clear that your warlocks are actually these fucking Legos that I just put on the board. Daniel, your Terminators,
the white one,
clearly these gum wrappers that I put over.
You guys are bad at Proxy Hammer. It's so easy. Like, it's very clear, like what's on the board. Man, maybe I have years of experience. I don't know. We had this local guy. I can't remember his name. I think his name was Jordan. And he came over to the house one day, and we're all gaming, and like there's like 3 of us there, whatever, preparing for Adepticon teams. And we're playing Proxy Hammer. Like freaking crazy Proxy Hammer. Like there's just random stuff on the table, and it's supposed to be other things, right? And he comes in, and he's like, I can't play like this. I can't visualize stuff like this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. How am I supposed to know? And I'm like, well, just ask if you don't know. He freaked out and like left. He's like left the gaming place. He's like, I just can't play this way anymore. If you guys are gonna play like this, I'm not playing with you. It's like, all right, whatever. Bye.
Corey's going in on the big guys. Ready? We got some Thousand Suns. Magnus.
Yes.
Airmon.
Yes.
2 Princes.
Yes.
5x5 rubrics. 3 Volkite Contemptor Dreadnoughts. And Duplicity is what he's throwing down right now. Basically, he's like, I like these 5 models. Fuck you. We're playing this. Psychic, Pew Pew. I like it. That's
it's not a good list. So, I mean...
Hey, that's my job. What the fuck, bro?
The title is Alan will poop on stuff.
It's not playing anything good.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything well.
It's like utilizing the stuff. It does good on all the units.
Yeah.
It's
So when there's a unit that's really good because of a stratagem, not that I know anything about Rubric Marines,
don't take more of it.
Don't take more of them because you can only use the stratagem when you can use the stratagem. So there's no point to double down on something when it's only efficient because of a certain scenario.
It's difficult to do this once, so I'll take 5 of it. But
yeah,
you're just doing it once.
Yeah, that sounds like a Don Husin army where you're like, ooh, shiny toy, take 12. No.
I'm sure if you paint that really nice and cool in blue, like
dude, you're basically doing my skit right
blue?
now. He's embodied me. Daniel drunk is Alan sober. Oh, what does that say about me? Ugh. Need to reevaluate my life.
It's not a good list.
I've made poor choices. Damn. Need to restart. Can I restart this mission? Is that possible? No.
I'm saying no.
You know what? Hey, Daniel, I want to have a whole episode. Daniel, I want to have a whole episode where you only answer in one word. You're just like, yeah or no. And this time you're just like, no.
I say no.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No. Am I getting destroyed in the chat? I hope I am. I better be.
No.
If you guys aren't destroying me in this chat, then I don't know what you guys are doing.
No, we just have the over under on whether Daniel passes out before or after the stream ends. Also,
he doesn't pass out actually.
I'm not even drunk, man.
No, the coolest thing about Daniel though is I know this for personal experience with Daniel.
When he comes.
So with personal experience of Daniel, something happens in his gut, and maybe this is a lot of people. I don't know. This is not me. But something happens in his gut where his body just naturally has evolved to the point where it reserves alcohol. So he'll drink for a long period of time, and then he'll create a bubble of alcohol that exists somewhere else in his digestive tract. And that bubble will release later.
Even have that much alcohol,
it will release later. So like he'll get pretty tipsy, and then he'll be like kind of fine.
A camel of alcohol?
He's like a camel of alcohol. He'll be like fine. He'll have like this moment of like clarity where like the eye of the storm is there, and like he seems perfectly normal. And then all of a sudden he doesn't drink anymore. And then all of a sudden the remainder that was like held off somewhere as a reserve just like hits him. And then he just gets reassessed. It's like the coolest thing ever. I told him that multiple times.
I mean, to be honest, Brad, have you ever played me this sober?
No, God, no. Neither one of us together.
No, shut the hell up. You're sober as hell at ETC. You're all serious, yelling at your team. Telling people why did you say you could win this when you can't win this? He's speaking Swedish, of course, but he's like, what? You put a 15, you got 2. What the hell's wrong with you? And then by round, like after Daniel loses, then Daniel is gone. Like it takes his team to lose and be out of the running for podium. If he's in the running for podium, they're in bed by 9.
I'm super
like. They're going to sleep. They're getting ready for the next day. Like they're very professional. Very professional. Terrible at pairing. Very professional though. As long as they're still in the running.
The third best country in the world at the ETC. But I mean, America can shout out how good they are at pairing since they're sucking at the game. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, we.
I don't remember you doing anything in the game lately.
It's hard. It's hard. We're the third best country in the world at the ETC. America is like fifth or something. But you're really good at pairing. It's like I have this crippled guy and this other guy without teeth. They can play.
We just found some dudes outside the arena. We're like, hey man, you ever heard of 40K? Let's do it.
Oh my god.
It's like fan of fingers playing banjo. Sorry.
How am I giving full payload to more than one mana core? You can put it on 2.
Warlord trait plus
one is a strategy and
tank
the
ace.
other one is a warlord trait.
Yeah, you can always do 2.
It's not a stratagem. Tank ace is not. You don't need a stratagem for tank ace. Yeah.
It's tank ace with the strat. The second one's warlord trait.
You just need to use the strat for tank ace, I think, when you do a second one, right? Or do you get one for free or no?
No, the first one is warlord trait exchange. The other one is a stratagem.
Tim's got it. The same way you give Tyranids get a second adaptation by giving up a warlord trait.
Yeah.
Yep. So all of the yes, because full payload is delightful. Pew pew, smash.
I mean, it's to be honest. I hope.
Would you say to be fair?
To be fair, young.
You guys are insane.
In the new codex, I hope they don't have to fucking use all their shenanigans to get it. I think they need it to work.
Need what to work? What are you talking about? Oh, you're hoping that guard can just have a new codex and like be top tier or like good on their own?
Like, no, it doesn't have to be the best codex. I never want anyone to have the best codex because I hate the codex script because it usually means I have to buy new models.
You can't buy models until you finish all yours.
Bandwagon Brad's ready to jump onto whatever the best
it would
codex
be
is.
really cool if, for example, Manticores had a flat damage of 3.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's like one of the fucking. They shoot 4 shots in the game.
Yeah.
Come on.
They should be 3 damage.
That would be cool. Take the fucking Death Strike and make it a gazillion moons.
Oh, dude, the Death Strike. Such a good idea. Such a good idea. I've always wanted to play 3.
Death Strikes.
3 Death Strikes. One comes in turn 2. 2 come in turn 3. 1 fires turn 4. You just hide it somewhere.
It literally has a fucking nuclear missile on it.
Yeah, but they suck.
It's a Scud missile. Yeah, I mean,
it's terrible.
I should know the stats of that.
Terrible.
You know, since most
I know the
stats
stats are like, I think it's 3d6. I'm pretty sure it's 3d6 shots. If it hits, it does mortals. That's it.
It doesn't do a lot.
Let's call Israel. They have
the
most experience about this. So let's call them and give them this.
I mean, it could do like 10 mortal wounds. It's possible.
I mean, all of the things. Do we need to talk? Do we need to do a quick PSA about noodling? It is about to be noodling season.
I have a question before we do noodling because I really want to go into noodling. But what do you know about the Rust stuff?
About the what?
Not a whole lot.
About the what?
The Rust, the new book.
With, the Rust.
A Metallica campaign.
0.
You don't know anything about it?
I actually don't know.
So I have a philosophical question. Are Games Workshop adapting the... So now I'm trying to be cool, but I'm not because I'm not playing computer game. But you know when computer games releases like DLCs?
You're being so cool right now.
Yeah. Are Games Workshop trying to be like DLC releasing stuff in between dexes? Are they trying to adapt to like a more interactive world? Or are they just totally out of fuck with their release schedule because of COVID and the changes to Brexit and stuff like that? Or what is going on? Because I mean, I don't think anyone think it's cool that stuff. Some codexes get DLCs when
and
other
it was
codexes
have
are
you
not
gotten
even
the
close
codex yet?
to having no codexes.
Um, it- it's a little bit of both, I think. I think
I
that
just
they
play
were-
the game without buying anything, and I just try to make sure that I can keep going. That's all.
Yeah. But I think that they need to. Personally, I think. I mean, I get all the paper codexes, anyways, but they need to.
That's why you're
fix
broke.
the app and update. Yeah, that's the only reason.
It's just dumb.
But they need to fix the app and they need to put back the downloadable codexes because they change rules too much for having a bunch of things all over the place. I hate the fact that you need to search right now by book as opposed to by faction.
Yeah.
If they fix the app, it would be much easier because you just look under Eldar, IG, or whatever. You wouldn't have to go, what book and/or white dwarf is the rule I'm looking for. You just want it to be all in one deal. So
Like a webpage that Alan recommended.
I don't know. Take it down.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. No, this never happened. Never said anything.
It's suplex.
Suplex, yes, suplex. Yeah, it would be really nice that if all of the information was organized by faction, and then you saw all the strats that were available to your faction, all the changes in the FAQ available to your faction, and when you looked at a unit card, the points for the unit were on there, and all the strats that applied for the unit were on there, and the points for the war gear was all on there. It's a nice thing. It's a nice
I
thing.
will watch that tonight. That's a good point.
Oh,
I forgot that Falcon and the Winter Soldier's on.
oh, is that a movie or a show?
Show.
It's a show with episodes?
I think it's a show, right?
I thought it was a movie. Shit. Amela beat me now. God damn it.
Brad,
I hate telling her she's right.
I'm not saying you have to tell anyone about your in-depth secrets, but why would they go this way even? I mean, why wouldn't
Dude,
they just,
why are they going
why
to do
wouldn't they just
47
focus
Imperial
on fucking
releases before they
releasing
give
shit?
the Craft Room
I mean,
book or the Chaos book?
Astra is like fucking 6 years old or something. It's horrible, man.
Well, Chaos needs their book. Shut up, Daniel.
Chaos is the worst.
Chaos needs the same treatment that Marines got. The Marines got all these little things in their big book that make a big Chaos book with all the little things.
Have like almost 100
Crazy
pages of
nonsense.
new units.
Yeah, man. Talk to Mitch about it. Mitch is like, I don't want to play 40K anymore. I don't know what anything is. There's like 800 things now. I'm out. Bye.
Deuces.
Could you say that with a little bit more of a fucking southern state dialect, and then I would not respect Mitch at all.
When Mitch says Michael Jordan, he goes, Michael Jordan. Michael. What's up, Michael? Wait, I got that one, did I? There you go. See, I got that one. That one's just for you.
I love that one.
Let's dance.
Are we done? Are we done for today? Thank you guys for lists. Today was Friday's episode. Yeah, it was a weird one.